I don't like to use the word luck, but you got to have things go your way a lot of times.
And the championship's what the ultimate goal was for me for years.
You know, you can't go nowhere else and have 20+ cars in every division, and it's one of a kind, you know.
They don't come easy no more. Bowman Gray is a special place to get championships.
The history book is always open at Bowman Gray Stadium, and the pen is always busy.
I think that winning a championship at Bowman Gray is probably harder than any other championship I've ever tried to win. It's very humbling to have our family is deeply enriched into Bowman Gray racing and NASCAR as it is. When you look back at the history books and you see the records and the accomplishments that my family's been able to do, it's a good feeling, but I don't think we focus on that very much. I think we're always looking ahead to what's next. So it's like I've said before, you know, we'll count them up one day when I'm sitting on a rocking porch. Bowman Gray is it is entertainment. You know, we're not gonna make any bones about it. It is about the entertainment. But Bowman Gray is 30 minutes from anywhere. They pay cash at the end of the night. There's a full field in every division. You can market it well with sponsors and that kind of stuff. But the excitement, I guess, is the main thing that brings people back. My advice to a young kid coming up that's going to race at Bowman Gray, the key word is patience. It really is. You have to earn respect, and that's one of the things that we've been trying to preach to Slate is you have to earn what you get. And when you go in there and try to take it, it rubs people the wrong way. But if there is one key word that you better latch on to when it comes to Bowman Gray is being patient.
What it means to me to win a championship means everything. We've tried this for 10+ years, and it seems like every year it's gotten harder and harder and harder. The last few years it's been me and Chase. It's been a two-man battle, it seems like. In the past, you know, I come to racing at Bowman Gray and started off little to nothing and grown over the years. And the championship's what the ultimate goal was for me for years. And to actually win it and win it the way we did, respectfully, I feel like we did a very good job, and we put it together the pieces for the last 2-3 years that we should have won and finally got it done this year. The emotions during that time was up and down. As most people seen, the race was, it could have went either way. Me and Chase had the tightest probably battle of any championship contenders, and I knew that I was gonna have to bring everything to the table that night. Luckily, everything turned out great, clean. And then as soon as we crossed the line, man, it was an emotion like you would never believe. Everything I've done for all these years and all this time in the race shop, all these people that's helped me, we finally put it together. And I mean, the emotions were happy, sad, everything you could think of. Got out, people congratulating me that I've never seen in my life. What makes Bowman Gray the Madhouse is the different personalities that you have that race at the stadium. There's personalities that people have a little bit more conservative style. Me, I'm a little bit more aggressive, and what I've had to learn over the years with the aggressive style that I've had to kind of calm it down. And to win a championship, you have to have more of a stable mentality. If something happens in the moment, you don't initially react. You have to think about it, step back, okay, what's the end game? And that's what I had to look at. There was nights that I could have won the race, and some nights that I could have tore it all to pieces. So I settled for second just because of the championship, the bigger picture.
To be a champion at Bowman Gray is a pretty big deal to me. Been going there since I was a teenager, and to finally do it last year and to do it again this year with the names of the drivers and the history of the place, it's a pretty big deal, and I don't take it lightly. David Sumner, who's helped me out so much, and he still helps me on the car. I run his motors and everything. And for him to win one championship up there, and for me to have two now is it's a pretty big deal in my eyes, because he's one of my idols and somebody I look up to. The day before the championship night, my son asked me, he's like, so if you win the championship, what are we gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm sure something will come to us. And then I got out the car, and he's, you know, one of the first ones I seen, and I'm like, come on, we're getting on the roof, just me and you, buddy. And that's one of the most coolest moments in my life right there. It was pretty special. You don't need to do what this guy does here, this guy does there. You need to kind of stick to somebody you trust, and you know, just like in my situation with DWR, you know, I was listening to this guy and doing this and doing that, and it contradicts itself. And you know, once you found, like I finally found, you know, Dylan, and once me and Dylan started working together for the past 6 years, you know, constant, you know, the results show. So just find somebody you trust and stick with them is my main advice.
To me, what it means to be a champion, especially at my age, is it means a lot because they don't come easy no more. You know, they get harder and harder as you go, competition level, just everything comes in play. So when you get one, the more you get at my age, you just cherish it more and more. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of luck. You know, and your sponsors, you gotta have it so when you need something, you can go get it. It ain't you know, so hard on you. But the main thing is support too. Yeah, to be a champion, it's easy to give up if you get behind. So you gotta have your support levels behind you also. And you know, I don't know, Bowman Gray is a special place to get championships. Madhouse itself says a lot because you get mad and, you know, people wreck you, you lose your temper, which is you know, part of Bowman Gray. But, you know, no matter if we lose our temper and we get into it with somebody and say things, a lot of times the next week we go back and it's all washed under the rug and we try to go on to the next race. But Madhouse, you never know what you're gonna get when you get pulled out on that racetrack. Oh, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna run up front. It's tough. Your day will come. I didn't just start out running good when I first started racing, and I didn't start at Bowman Gray. I started on dirt tracks up in the Wilkes County area, but when I did come to Bowman Gray, I mean, luckily we hit it right off right to start. We hit it in 2006. But for the young people, just do what you gotta do and don't make enemies, because you don't want enemies at Bowman Gray.